Yo, yo.
What's happening? What's happening, Doc?
About to do the gangster rap.
Don't
Or
don't,
this
don't
is
gangster on them.
this is the gangster rap slash gospel singer Michael slash preacher slash preacher with asthma. The preacher with asthma, which is me. And the Lord said, all right,
I know
y'all.
a couple of them. How y'all doing, man? It's the after party.
It's the after party. After the show, it's the after party. And after the party, is get on the altar.
Please get to the altar.
Hey, y'all, tune in, tap in. As you can see, we are not in the studio. We're actually sitting in my office. It apparently has become the 1980s all of a sudden. And we're just using a webcam. I mean, we're just doing this real bare bones. Mike is on the 1 and 2s over there. Big Mike's in the house.
But we just want to holler at y'all. We want to
holler.
make sure y'all knew we ain't leave y'all out.
Make sure y'all know we here.
Y'all needed this Sunday night. Y'all needed it more than we needed it.
You know what? We made a sacrifice.
We doing it for y'all.
We made a sacrifice for y'all.
We love y'all that much.
We've been in church all day, Pastor Jeff. And we said, you know what? We can't leave the people.
We can't leave the people out.
We can't leave the people without a word.
Amen.
On Sunday night.
Somebody may need Jesus.
Somebody needs a word on tonight. You know what we need to call? I need to start a new a podcast called On Tonight. About how only church people put the word on in front of every measure of time. On this week.
How you doing on today?
How you
doing on today?
Are y'all having y'all concert on this month? Why? Where does that come from? I need somebody to help me. Where did this come from? Where black church folk add on to every unit of time.
Man, I can't tell you, man.
We had a great time on this hour.
On today.
So first of all, let's explain ourselves.
Please.
So Second Baptist Church had their 4th annual Night of Hope concert.
A very, very churchy Christmas.
A very churchy Christmas.
A very churchy Christmas.
Featuring my dear friend and brother, Elder T.J. Dooley, and testimony, Terrence J. Dooley. I can't give y'all, the neighborhood name. It's Elder Terrence J. Dooley.
And he sang,
y'all. Testimony. And
he sang.
That choir. Don't you miss choirs?
I really do. Especially one.
Break it up into parts. Break it up into. Let them sopranos sing.
Let them go. Let them have it. Let
the Lord have his way.
Yes.
We had a Night of Hope at Second Baptist Church, and that is our foster care and adoption advocacy night, and we always bring in a gospel artist. And we started with Marvin Sapp. Mm-hmm. We did Bishop William Murphy. Mm-hmm. Then we did Jeffrey Golden.
Yes.
Now, Jeffrey Golden was virtual last year, all online. And so this year we wanted to do it free again, but in person. So I got a choir. And, it's not, I don't even like to say it's not that caliber because it is.
It is. It definitely was. Put it like that. It
really
was.
So much talent and gifting from our local community to around the region and beyond of people that you might not know about, but I'm gonna shout them out. Look up Terrence J. Dooley, Dolley, and testimony. Look them up on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm just giving a free. He didn't even pay us for this. He owes us sponsorship funds now for this. But look them up. Good choir, and I'm sure there's plenty of other great ones out there. Plenty of other great ones. But I'm just shouting out because we paid him money tonight. So.
And he done a phenomenal job. Yeah. The choir done a phenomenal job. The band was on point. Look them up, man. Check them out. Grab their CD. Go to Spotify. Check them out because they was hot.
Yeah. Do that. I'm gonna try to make sure. Let them know we shouting you out.
Let them know. Let them know we out here giving testimony.
We're giving you rip love, religiously incorrect love. So, Pastor Jeff, how was your day today?
Man, the day was well, man. We done the church. I went and done a little Christmas shopping, spent way too much money on one person.
Don't catch me.
I only got one child. Well, I got 2 childs now, but the one ain't old enough to get it. He ain't get nothing for Christmas.
Nothing.
He ain't get nothing.
Listen, you don't have to. Don't do it, man.
I ain't.
You better take that binky and put it in a box.
Please. Yeah, but Christian is old enough, and we got his stuff going on. But There you go, right there.
There it is.
There
What's
is.
up, Elder Dooley?
Elder Dooley. All right.
Man, it's been Elder Dooley sound like an old Kojic name. Don't it sound like somebody you grew up under that used to always come to town and do revivals?
Listen, he can cut a rug though.
He can
cut a rug. He can cut. Woo.
Listen,
and his boy behind him was really getting
listen,
it.
I need a hype man like that.
That's his.
Yo,
He was
whoever that brother's name is. We all want to hire him.
He was the flavor. I love the Flavor Flav.
He needs to be like a rent a minister. We need a. You know how they have rent a boyfriend at the holidays. But I love the energy. And you know what's sad? You know what's really sad? Because I love the energy. I told him about our church. You know, we have traditional Baptist churches. Right. We don't scream and shout too much. But I'll be honest. We're growing in praise and worship. All of us are. But the church has become kind of stale all around. Yeah. I'm talking Pentecostal, all type. It's not a Baptist thing. It's not a. All churches have kind of lost the energy. Yeah. You know, and so. And
you think that's from? Do you think it's from the COVID? Do you think it's from not being at home?
It happened before that. We're gonna bring Elder Dooley on the show and talk about this. We're gonna bring him as a choir director and a songwriter, and he's a church man.
I would like to know how they. When you're up there giving 100%.
Yeah.
And you feel like, you're not getting it back. We know how it is as preachers.
But it even happens in places where, people get it. I think we've done so much and there's so much talent. We're almost spoiled. We are spoiled. I mean, the musicals, we have so much behind us. Once upon a time, this was all new. Yeah. Everything was fresh. Matty Moss Clark was coming on the scene, then the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And then, I think we all did it. We blame it on older folk, but between conventions and musicals and
we can't even blame it on older folk because that mother,
she's still shouting.
Today, listen,
the mother was shouting.
She was killing it.
The mother was getting it. I said, I want to bless you, mother. Yes. I'm not gonna do like them John P. Key. He be blessing people $500 and stuff. We're not there yet. John P. Key will give you $1,000 if you praise God. Not me.
Y'all better get to East next week.
You better listen. You better get to
in the front row and show what you got.
That's it. Well, let's knock out our sponsors because even though it's a short show, we're not going to be on all night. But even though it's a short show, we want to thank our Phillips Care family of businesses. Phillips Care Cleaning Service, residential and commercial cleaning. They do deep cleaning, move in, move out. I can personally attest to their services, and they are excellent in all that they do. If there's something you need done around your house, they will make sure it's taken care of. Check out Phillips Care Cleaning, and while you're at it, it's going to get warm again. You got one more shot to get them leaves. Call Phillips Care Lawn Services, or at least make your plans to make them your preferred vendor for the springtime as soon as you need to get your yard together. So you make sure you do that. Check out Phillips Care family of businesses. Thank you, Phillips Care, for being a sponsor. Check them out. Call 330-219-7916. Again, that's 330-219-7916. And check them out on Facebook at Phillips Care LLC.
And let's go to the meme of the week. Let's get to the meme of the week. Y'all know what it is. Show. Our new segment.
This is a sermonette show.
Yeah.
We're going to start having sermonette shows. Remember sermonettes? You get 6 minutes.
6 minutes. And we'll pull you if you ain't ready.
Here's the meme of the week, y'all. This is our new segment. We look at a meme, and here it is. Jesus says, somebody on this table will betray me. And the puppet is giving the snitch eyes.
Hey, you know what that is? You know what those eyes are? You know what those eyes are, Todd? Those eyes are when we're preaching the sermon.
Uh-huh.
And you know you wrong.
You know you wrong.
You know you done it.
You know you did it.
You sitting in the back like, is he talking about me? Is he talking about me? And it happens all the time. It happens. I know I've been in a couple services where I'm like,
yeah.
I felt the Holy Ghost right there.
I gotta get the bathroom. That's what I said.
Get up for a little minute.
I gotta put the finger up. Yeah, Judas. And Judas, I mean, is there a worse person that we hate more than Judas?
You can't.
Everybody's a Judas. Watch out for the Judases. What was that one that came out recently? Like Judas had a bad heart. Peter had a bad day. Did you see that one?
I didn't see it, but
you ever heard that one? Watch out for the Judases in your life. Judas had a bad heart. Peter had a bad day. Which I don't know. I've had a lot of bad days, never cut nobody's ear off. Or I mean, that's a bad day.
Peter had a couple bad days.
Yeah, Peter had more than a few bad
cussing
days.
Peter.
Yeah, cussing broke out. My wings is cold. My biscuit is soggy. Peter will fight you for anything. Probably still will. He probably tearing up heaven.
Oh yeah. He's doing it. He's doing
Peter
it.
ain't in heaven. So, so that's our meme of the week. We don't want to spend too much time on it. We're gonna call this sermonette shows. Whenever we do pop up or short versions like an event like this,
I like it. Sermonette shows.
Sermonette shows.
10 minutes.
So Pastor Jeff, we had the event, and it's coming up to the end of the year. We haven't touched on this yet, but tell me, man, how are you guys doing watch night and New Year's Eve and New Year's and all that?
Well, we are excited. I'm doing at Progressive. We're doing what we're going to call now we're not even going to call it watch night because we ain't going to be there at night.
It won't be at night.
We're gonna do
watch night.
We're going to do a 3:00 service, and we're going to call it a crossover service. Crossover.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all what the crossover service is. Jeff,
he gonna just make something up on the spot.
Jeff is gonna come out with a basketball and some sneakers on and break all the deacons' ankles and challenge them one by one.
You know I will.
Right.
You know I will. What? You can play basketball?
You gonna have a robe on with some Air Force One. Talk about when you love the Lord, but ball is life. I like that idea. Crossover service. So it's like a New Year's Day service.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not on. It's not on.
It'll
New
be
Year's
on New Year's
It's on New Year's Eve. It's still on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
3:00. Maybe 3 to 4:30. But we do want to still at least pray our way. And and I told the whole church today. If y'all still want the New Year's. You going to the New Year's? Come on over here in a second.
Yeah, we'll be a second.
Come on over.
We're one of the last ones that still have the watch night. Now, I don't think anybody in Youngstown has watch night service anymore. Y'all shoot too much.
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about Youngstown on this show. We turn RIP into RIP for real. Y'all know I love Youngstown.
Why was I trying to teach my kids about West Side?
Because you shouldn't.
Man, they were laughing so hard. I was like, people used to literally throw
those signs,
gang signs in people's faces. No, but seriously, people don't do watch night services as much. People don't like to be out as much. Okay, it's safe on the West Side. Mark said it's safe on the West Side. And I am joking. We prayed for Youngstown today. There's been a lot going on this year in fall. And, Warren has had its as well. We have it all over violence, but it's religiously incorrect. So there it is. But people are doing the 6:00 services.
Yeah.
The crossover services. Now, is this really the preference of the people, like not wanting to be out late, or are there people who would rather have a buffer between their church time and their club time?
Well, for us, it's people don't want to be out late.
It's a buffer. Because Jeff, let's go back to our former church days. Let's go to our former church days. They used to come in jumping and slide right back out after prayer.
Hey, and they wear that same
outfit.
The bar outfit to
it's
church.
Coming to church.
The bar,
and the Lord loves it. And they all get saved too.
The Lord know my heart today.
They all
the Lord know my heart.
On New Year's, I'm gonna start the New Year off right.
He know my heart, but he ain't looking at that skirt either, Bishop.
Right. First, at 11:59, they come to the altar to start the New Year off right, and at 12:01. Anything's possible.
You say anything?
Anything.
They wanted communion. We got to go get some communion.
We didn't have communion for them, so they went and got their own.
Communion now.
We're still going to have traditional watch night service at 10:30 here at the church. Now, they used to start at like 9:30 and 10. Now, we've shortened it. We're going to sing a couple songs, give and watch this. Choose people to give a testimony.
Please.
Between funerals and testimony services, you have to pre-designate these individuals.
You have to. I mean, because you just don't know what's gonna be said.
I don't want to hear about your bunions.
Yeah, you just don't know what's gonna be said.
Your sex partners.
They making their resolutions not to sleep with their baby daddies no more.
Exactly. I ain't going back no more. No. We don't need them problems. So we ask one or two people. Do you have a testimony? Do you want to share something? And then have an idea of what they're probably going to say. Right. And I really want to celebrate some of the more dynamic testimonies.
Right.
Because
there are some with COVID.
There are some
with
dynamic
COVID, with all things
sickness,
going on. Yeah. So
and that's what our thing is. But we pray the New Year and we do go home. We don't do no breakfast after service. If y'all want to go out to Waffle House, do whatever y'all do, that's fine. But we're going home.
That's all over with. That's all. My wife told me something today that was really good. She told me something, and I think this is for older people when you get a little older and you ain't got no kids. But she said there was a group that goes out every Christmas morning. They go out to breakfast and they all put in like $100
Okay.
per person. This is the meal comes up to like $200, and they give the tip, the rest of it as a tip.
I'm glad you said that. I saw that picture or a picture similar.
Okay.
And they blessed that server.
Yes.
Why? Because this is how Facebook works. This is how algorithms work. So I got shared on my timeline, and probably a couple days later, I saw a news story pop up about a server who allegedly was fired for receiving the tip.
What?
Because the restaurant wanted her to share the tip with the rest of the staff. And when she told I guess somehow she told the people, just to let you know, this tip is going to be shared with the rest of the staff. So they went back to the table of Good Samaritans, and she said it. Well, they said, we want our money back. And they gave it to her personally outside. And because they wanted her, they wanted to do it the way you said it. And so, to be fair, the article did say that the restaurant claims that they were firing the server for revealing their tip policy. Apparently, that's not public. But I would want to know where my tip is going. Because while everybody does, let me stop that. I'm not in the restaurant industry, and no restaurateurs or restaurant workers get mad at me. But I love tipping people who serve me. But I don't like the idea that if I give them $20 or $50, that they have to turn around and give $5 or $10 to somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, I'd done serving, and I know that I used to have to give the bus boy part of my tip.
Part of your tip.
Part of your tip.
How they make you do that?
Because they're cleaning the table.
But they know what you're getting. They know what you got.
I don't even remember. It was so long ago.
I'd be lying. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be saved then.
He just said I'll be lying on TV.
I would have been. I'm not now. I'm saved now. I am good and saved now. But then I probably would have lied. It said, look, the boy only gave me $2.
Yeah, but I mean, as the Good Samaritan, I would have been angry too.
Yeah.
We just gave you this huge tip, and we gave it to you for a specific reason.
Right.
You were our waiter. You took care of us.
That's a great tradition.
It is.
That's a great tradition.
I think it's great.
I know some preachers that have a tip tradition. They walk around restaurants and steal tips off the tables that don't belong.
You say some preachers? I know you meant people, but I think
you stay after the after show, and I'll tell you their names. So yeah, watch night. We're doing that. You know, a few churches are doing watch night. You know, our challenge is always finding a band. You know, and making sure people are all, because that's the trouble. Quiet as it's kept is making sure you have the servants in place to do these services.
Yeah.
You know, I can come over here and preach to myself, but you got to make sure maybe brothers are committed somewhere else. Some of our musicians, and you know, can't say band because that's not holy apparently. So can't inside joke with me and Pastor Jeff. People are condemning the word band now.
Should
apparently,
have a band in church.
What is a band? A group of musicians. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So sometimes they're committed to other churches, or they've already agreed to something. So you have to make sure you have that, and then you do have to worry about safety at night. And honestly, 6 o'clock is not much different. You know, a lot of people are still going to do it virtually.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure. And we did that last year, and we did a recording, and then we played some clips from, I'm sorry, Mark, minstrels. You know why I can't say minstrel? Because it sounds too much like minstrel, and I refuse.
Yeah, that's why
I don't say minstrel.
I ain't even gonna try to say it.
Because it sounds minstrel sounds too much like minstrel, and I just feel like that's just another excuse for church folk to say sex part related words in church and get away with it. So you're guys that bang on stuff, instruments. So yeah. You know, I'm still down for it, and that's the kind of stuff. Now,
you gonna have the gangster rap, the gospel rap?
Am I gonna do a
gospel rap? Yeah.
On watch night?
Yeah, watch night. Gospel rap.
I'm not doing.
You gonna have mimes?
I'm not gonna have any of that.
You gonna have flaggers?
I'm not gonna have flaggers.
You gotta have
either.
flaggers.
Flaggers.
You gotta flag your way into the New Year's.
Flaggers are not welcome at our watch night service. Take your flag. What did Rock say? Turn it sideways. You blow that sucker in my face, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. The only flag you allowed to have is the American flag and that Christian flag, which is totally made up. That Christian flag. You know, we a good old church. You got that flag on both sides.
Absolutely,
brother.
Absolutely.
That's the only flag. That's the original flagging. So yeah, we'll do that, and we'll take questions. If you have questions, we're only going to be on. Give us about 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. You know what show we haven't done in a while, Pastor Jeff, that we can just this could be a segment, but it won't be the whole show. Ask a Black Pastor.
Yeah.
I came across that theme the other day, and that was fun.
That was
so
definitely fun.
You know, we're just having fun here in the sermonette show night.
Sunday night it's just service. The after party. Yeah, some of y'all up on Sunday night. You know, you might have a question. I mean, the Browns won.
The Browns won.
The Browns won.
Y'all almost blew it though.
We definitely with that onside kick definitely almost
blew it.
Definitely.
I mean, the Steelers just decided to play one quarter of football at this point. There's Pastor Tatum. Thank you.
What you say?
I am Pastor Todd. I am anti-flagger, anti-praise. Thank you. We are starting a movement. The movement. Now, don't y'all get on here and start arguing with me.
You know they're going to.
Don't you get on here. Somebody gonna do a sub post about.
They're gonna do a whole nother. Somebody gonna make up a podcast.
They're gonna make up a whole nother podcast.
They're gonna have flaggers on a podcast, hitting the TV and everything.
Flaggigously incorrect.
So I'm kind of disappointed because the brother wanted some Popeyes, and we don't got a Popeyes.
We don't have a Popeyes in Ward. I think I need to make that the top of my agenda now.
It really does.
And he called me out as a politician, like you need to make it happen, which is far more important than stopping the violence and eliminating the drug epidemic.
Well, that would
probably stop the violence. You know why we're fighting? You know why we're fighting the war? We don't have a Popeyes.
We ain't no Popeyes.
If it wasn't the Popeyes, what do we need then? They would fight over the chicken sandwiches. They would. They were going in over those chicken sandwiches.
Well, now they're going in over the macaroni and cheese.
Are they?
Yeah, because they got macaroni and cheese at Popeyes, and they got macaroni and cheese at
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah.
Well, Chick-fil-A is with the business with the mac and cheese.
Oh, Chick-fil-A is with the business, period.
Yes. Elder Carter, we are tired, but this is what you do when you're tired. You just talk to people.
She say we're tired.
My wife's about to get on here and say, come home. Come home. Yeah, so type your questions in, share the podcast. Again, we're on low quality. This is the Boost Mobile version.
We got the Section 8 podcast tonight.
This is the 3G version, the Motorola Razr. We're filming this on a Nokia 8100.
What do you want for Christmas, Pastor Todd?
You know what? Did think about that.
We're going to talk to Sister Shamika and Sister Tiffany right now. What do you want for Christmas?
Okay. First of all, I am now in love with tools. And you know it.
Yes, I do.
So I told the wife I wanted a drill. And I don't even like doing that. First of all, let me start there. I hate telling people what I want for Christmas. My wife's family and their culture is they announce to each other what they would like you to get them.
That's my culture.
I believe you should know a person well enough to know what they like and or pay attention to what they're looking at or what they do and buy what they do. Now, to my wife's weakness, and I'm not saying that in a negative way, but the music stuff never really been, and I understand it's a foreign world.
Right.
Foreign world. So I'm not blaming her, but she's never went out when we were much younger to the guitar centers of the world and oh, he would probably like this keyboard stand or this case. She was never into that. And then the computer stuff, of course. Now, on the flip side, I buy a lot of stuff myself for myself. I'm always beating her to it. Tools, to my story. I said, I'd like a drill. And she said, I bought you a drill. I said, no, you didn't. I said, you bought me a driver. You bought me a driver. And you please tell me you know the difference.
I know the difference.
Okay, I was about to say.
I do know that much.
Yeah.
Yes, I do know. You mean I do know the difference between a drill and come on, man.
But she argued with me, and that is one of the things that sets me off when you clearly don't know what you're talking about. But you're telling me, I'm like, no, there's a difference. But she doesn't know that there's a difference. But, her first instinct is to say, I bought you. No, a drill is a drill. A driver is a driver for screwdrivers, for this, for that, and the other. And a drill is punching holes. And I guess she thinks she just do that with this, But she's not a tool person. I would like tools. I also like a potato cutter. I like potatoes. I like fresh cut fries. So I want one of those potato things that cuts them quick. Because I'm afraid. Here's my reason.
Potato cut.
I want one of those potatoes. You need a mic. No, you can't have a mic. I'll tell you why. Because I cut fresh cut potatoes all the time. But I have an irrational fear of knives. I don't like sharp things. And I am convinced that if I keep this up, I'm going to be up here like Stumpy one day. I have dreams about it. I get near blades and get nervous and like put my hands in my pocket, or I very mild, but yes. Oh, I just believe something's going to happen if I keep. So I want like a machine to cut like fresh cut fry, and then maybe like the little slices like hash brown or like the so just something like that. What all the junk we buy, it's useful.
It's very
Y'all laughing at me. What are you trying to say, Mike? A gorilla ladder.
what is that?
No. That sound like that thing. You ever seen the video of that guy that got on that ladder and it fell?
He don't.
That infomercial.
He don't need that. All he needs is some of those milk carts.
The milk crates.
Milk crates. You can fold them and make them any way you want to, and get as high as you want to get.
Milk crates. The gorilla ladder. Is it the same? Are they made by the Gorilla Glue people?
I hope not. I hope
You don't
not.
know. Yeah, I have a true knife phobia. So a gorilla ladder. I'm gonna have to check it out. See, that's the problem. Because if I buy it and I have to find ways to use it.
Every homeowner needs a
I'm
But we got ladders though. But we need the gorilla ladder.
We need the gorilla ladder.
Yeah. Okay.
Gorilla, you owe us money. Gorilla ladder. I know you're listening to us through Facebook analytics in the metaverse. We know you're listening
Get
to
a pair
us.
of Edward Scissorhands.
I've never seen that movie because I don't like knives. I've never seen it. I don't want to see it. People getting cut up. That is not my thing.
I don't think
Meat
nobody
and
ever
knives.
got. I don't remember it. It was so
My
long
wife
ago.
cut herself when I never forget. I was doing a live that one like 3 years ago, when we all got froze out of church and we did our lives from home and stuff. That was like the pre-pandemic. That was like the test pandemic.
The test pandemic.
That was the prophecy foretold. And I'm in there doing my little 20-minute sermonette, and Shamika's cleaning the stove and slices her hand across like the edge, like where they. And I mean, that stayed with her for a while. I mean, she had to get stitches or like that one of those clamp things that go over your finger. And man, I mean, so I just have this fear of running my finger across something I'm okay. What do you want for Christmas, Jeff? I'm tired of talking about. I want all my fingers. How about that?
Well, yeah, that's a pretty good gift. Well, I want a Tahoe, but my wife ain't gonna let me get
Ooh,
it. So.
Listen, let the Lord give you the desires of your heart. You worked hard for it.
I haven't had a new car in a while.
You haven't.
I haven't had a new car in a while.
Take my bad advice. take my foolish, financially unsound advice. Buy the Tahoe.
Well, my wife
in the worst car market ever, where there's a shortage on vehicles and chips won't be delivered for 18 months, and every car costs $10,000 more than it should. This is the perfect time to make a foolish decision.
And my wife, and that's why I can't go to car dealerships.
Yeah,
because if I go,
you're done.
It's over.
Yeah.
If they get me to test drive, it's really over.
When they check my credit, it's over. When they run them numbers, it's over for me. No, I'm doing all right.
Don't let Todd fool y'all.
Yeah.
He up there about 820.
I got that George Johnson credit. That George credit, Doc. Yeah, so Tahoe. That's it.
But I'm not gonna get one.
You put a bow on it.
Yeah. But I'm like you. I just if I want something, I just go get it. I mean, I literally just go get it. Right. So I don't ever ask my wife if whatever she gets me, I'm fine with it. But she knows I'm a now.
As long as
I'm a big shoe.
As long as she doesn't get you a pair of socks and some deodorant like somebody we know.
I'm a big tennis shoe person now. I don't know what happened. I've got boxes and boxes of tennis shoes.
You know what? Nobody's gotten me as a gift, and I don't know if you've gotten this. Nobody's got me any like clergy related gifts. Nobody's bought me like a shirt or a robe. Like outside of like a anniversary.
My wife did just buy me a clergy shirt not too long ago because I needed it for the.
Hey, Evangelist Smith. I'm sorry I missed out on you the other day. So my apologies. Good to see you, Evangelist Smith. This was Evangelist Smith from the show. He was on with us.
Okay.
Yeah. He was in town actually.
Okay, wow. Okay.
He called me, not you, for a reason.
Well, praise God. It's all good.
I hope your service went well. He preached for Pastor Ross Johnson.
Okay.
And
okay.
Rosetta, she wants to dress to succeed. She called me Bishop. Is that what you want for Christmas? You want to dress to succeed? No. I'm trying to see what you got to type more, Elder Carter. You want us to shout out Dress to Succeed too? You got to pay for these shout outs. We got to start giving these freebies out.
We can give them to Rosetta. I mean, there's very few people we
Elder
can't
Carter
give.
deserves it.
Yeah, we can give.
She
We can
is
give
the
it to
woman
Elder
of
Carter.
action.
She, anybody else we say, nah, we ain't gonna do it. But
Right,
Elder Carter,
right. Elder Carter, Dress to Succeed.
check her out.
Give her
Action.
donations. That's right. Go right for the jugular. Just go ahead and just post up the link while you're at it. Just take over our podcast and start soliciting funds. Do you know the new thing where you ever done this when you're doing services and somebody comments, help, I'm a single mother, I have 3 children.
It's happening.
Here's
It's
my
happening all
Cash
too
App.
often now. Yep.
Here's my Cash App.
It's happening all too often now.
Yeah, that's too, yeah. So you just take over, and then there's always a member, and you have to get to it quick. And yes, delete it or hide it because a member will see it and want to do
something
and I'm
for
like,
it, yeah.
not that but unless you can vet the need, you don't want to go out. But yeah, go ahead, Elder Carter. You have our full permission to just take over the comment section right now with Dress to Succeed and put your Cash App or your PayPal.
We'll schedule you. We'll schedule you
website.
to come on so we can talk about the whole show. We'll schedule you to come on.
How much is there to talk about? Dress to Succeed.
Well, I'm saying she got action. She got Dress to Succeed.
Are
She
y'all
got...
successful yet? I just gave you all these dresses. Where's this? I'm joking. I'm just talking. Don't it make you mad though when you donate somebody some clothes and they're still not successful? I'm like, where? I need to see.
I mean, the bad thing is when you
if I give you a suit, I want to see the success.
But that's the problem because some be rocking it all wrong.
No, I want to.
They be rocking the suit wrong. You know what I mean? They
got the last button all the way down. Yeah, if I give you a suit, which I have a closet full of suits for if there are any anorexic job seekers out there.
Said anorexic job seeker.
Any minute bowl shaped people out there.
I got something for any Papa Smurfs.
Any starving African children out there that are shaped like me.
Anybody who looks like Arnold from with different strokes.
Any Rick Rock lookalikes out there who would like to search for a job. I've had them in my office, and honestly, they are some of the other. They are a size like 40. They're around the size 40 range for me.
Okay.
And I had the skinny. I'm slender. Maybe you can let them out in the pants and the waist. Some of these go back to not quite baggy suit, but 3-button.
Yeah.
A little bit more, than the standard 1 and 2 these days. But I will make sure.
What do you want us to send them to, Elder Carter? What do you want us to?
Oh, she said she'll pick them up. I ain't taking them nowhere.
Okay.
I ain't taking them. She said she's picking them up.
Okay.
You know how high gas is. That's it.
Hey man,
and she will knock on the door.
Oh yeah. Oh, we done made a promise. She coming.
She is coming. She is Elder Action. So we know what's about to happen. So you get what you want for Christmas, man. Because nobody knows like what you want. And we earn the money.
We earn it. We make it.
Spend it.
We make it.
Buy these kids.
I know I got it.
Phone. I'm buying all my kids used iPhones off of Craigslist.
They would be happy.
They would be happy.
They're gonna get the COVID, but they're gonna get the COVID, but they're gonna be happy. They'll be happy with the COVID.
This phone comes with free COVID.
They're gonna have spam software on.
This phone comes with a free bank account extraction system built into it. So if all that pesky money in your bank account, has been getting in your way,
oh my God,
come buy these used phones from sketchy characters that you buy. Remember we went and bought that phone? Didn't you come with me?
I was with you. Yeah, I was with you.
Listen, I'm a pastor of a reputable church buying used iPhones in like convenience store parking lots in Pennsylvania.
Hey, we parked all close to each other. I said, this is a drug deal gone bad for
Jeff,
real.
Come with me somewhere real quick. Jeff, you turn the mic. You can't see all this.
How did I turn the mic?
You can't handle all this wood paneling. Oh man, the webcam. This is what happened when you had the Section 8 show going on. So I was buying used phones for the church. And it was a sketchy character. It was like a guy looked like he sells more than phones. Mm-hmm. It looks like if you had asked him for something else.
Yeah,
he would have had it.
He had it.
And here I am buying these items in the name of the Lord.
His phone come with a dime bag.
Listen,
His phone
all
come
I
with a
have is
dime
one
bag.
question because I was using it for the church. We use it as part of our recording and pictures and stuff. Only one question I need to know when I buy these phones. You know what the question is?
What is that?
Is all the porn off of this phone? have all the websites been wiped clean?
If not, what page is it on?
What secret folder is it? All right, this is supposed to be a short show.
It's horrible.
And we have so
you know what? Speaking of that,
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all know I'm not the techie person. I'm not the techie person. But y'all know I just switched over to iPhone last year.
yes,
Right?
yes.
So I look at, I'm just going through it.
Okay.
And I see the thing to say hidden.
Yes.
If it says hidden, it ain't hidden. You can just go
Okay.
you can just open hidden.
Okay. All right. Confession.
Okay.
I tried to use that folder once. I was out on vacation. And the whole point was like, I didn't want to accident, because you take a picture in the pool.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Right.
It's
Absolutely.
fine. We ain't doing nothing crazy. But it's just something pastor and first lady. You can't post everything
Right.
from your
Absolutely.
vacation. That folder wasn't hidden at all. That folder was unhidden.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if somebody grab your phone,
Listen,
you're gonna go to hidden and you're just gonna see all the hidden pictures.
Ethan was like, y'all had a good time, Daddy. Y'all enjoyed yourselves.
I don't know. I was really confused
iPhone.
about it.
I don't know. Maybe some of you iPhone heads. I'm an iPhone user, but not an expert. That hidden joint is not hidden at all. Do not hide anything there. If they can hack, Sarah Jessica Parker and all these other folks, I don't stand a chance.
Absolutely.
I don't stand a chance. So do not try to use hidden folders for anything.
I know everybody want to see the 6-pack, but this ain't,
Okay.
They want to see the
That
6-pack.
double barrel shotgun. So yeah, I mean, we've done our purchases, and like this is so funny. We've been on some adventures, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been on some adventures doing stuff, and it's just hilarious. Like, I'm like, what if somebody just bust down and this is somebody was surveilling this guy or something, and I'm on the news now because all I wanted was an iPhone 6 for my church for $60. I mean, that's all I really wanted. But,
and I mean, but God is protecting us. So
God is taking care of us. Yeah, and I got Jeff from the Yo.
And I'm going ham.
Jeff from the
But
Yo.
listen, we've done a lot of stuff together.
We have
done a lot of stuff over the years.
We have done some
together.
things. You made some purchases yourself. We had to buy that DJ equipment. Remember, you wanted to be a DJ. Remember, you wanted to be a DJ.
Hey, where we go?
We was nomad. We was in the Ku Klux Klan country. You had us.
Hey, we was where that
You
was
had us
there.
in Trump country before there was a Trump country.
Hey, I ain't know where we was going, man.
Bruh, you had
That
we
was
drove
so
over
far.
like a reservoir, a wooden covered bridge.
It was by where it was on a spillway.
Black folk don't go to spillways. Black people don't even know what spillways are. If you say, hey, we're going out by the spillway.
Hey, listen, he kept in touch with me for years.
Did he?
He kept in touch with me for years.
Did you
man.
tell him how your DJ business worked out?
It worked out good at first. It was doing good at first, and then
All you did was a bunch of free gigs for your mother-in-law. That's all you did.
yeah,
You
I
did
did.
his
But
wife's
yeah,
birthday
I did
party?
Mike's wife's birthday party. I done quite a few
hilarious.
parties.
Yeah, I've done some parties too. Yeah, I have.
That
my
was
DJ days
hilarious.
back in the day.
We've been on cruises
We've
together.
been on cruises together.
We went to Alabama.
We went to Alabama.
Drove.
Followed each other
To Alabama.
there and back.
What in the world was we thinking?
Yeah, well, what were you thinking driving in a Jeep with no roof on it all the way to Alabama? This Negro out here looking like Girls Gone Wild out there with bikini tan lines on his
Oh
shoulders,
my God.
looking like a baked crab. Looking like a baked crab.
It was so hot down in Alabama. Lord have mercy.
I got to Alabama. I said, just put me out of my misery. Just lynch me.
It was so hot.
Just get it over with.
And I had that top off and the air
The whole
on.
time.
I couldn't, man. I was so hot. I wasn't to cry, man.
All y'all got out the car sweating at Cracker Barrel. Everybody was sweating. You like, we bought our own gravy. We good.
We had to put on deodorant and everything, man. It was so hot.
It was a bad time.
We've had some fun times, man.
We had some fun. Y'all think this podcast came from nowhere?
It came. Listen, remember we went to where we go? We took the limousine.
Oh, car show.
Car show. And I had on a sweater I had on a sweater vest.
Yes.
And it was like the computer guy or the robot was like Argyle.
I see you, Argyle.
I was called Argyle for the rest of
that was Tony's birthday. That was Tony's birthday gift.
Mm-hmm.
That was see, Jackie does pay for that.
You know what?
We're going down. Yeah, that was the limousine ride.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny.
That was fun.
Those were good days, man. We've had some good days. We have a history, man. We have a history. That's why religiously incorrect just had to happen.
It had to
be.
It had to be.
It was foretold.
Absolutely.
An angel visited us and said, "You shall have a podcast.
Blessed is the fruit of your womb.
Blessed is the fruit of your lips, and you will bless these people with this comedy."
Oh my God!
So y'all, it's been a wild day. We need to get some laughs out. I've had a stressful week. You know, we have stressful 2 weeks ahead of us. But here's the sadness of the Christmas. I'll tell you one thing that aggravates me about the Christmas season. One unlikely thing that aggravates me about the Christmas season, and maybe you can share yours because we're going to go into it in the next 2 weeks. Here's my Christmas aggravation. All of my favorite shows and podcasts stop for the rest of the year, and I'm left with nothing to watch or listen to. So anything that comes on, like my daily podcast, I like to listen to, they all say, you know, they'll do it, and I dread it. One of these Fridays, they'll be like, "We'll see you January 4th." I'm like, no. Work. You're speaking into a phone at your house. What is this? What are you doing? So I hate it because I listen to a daily podcast. I have a slate of podcasts, and they're all taking breaks, you know, until January. So that's my personal aggravation. Is you lose most of your fresh content. It's mostly Christmas movies and junk.
Well, my personal aggravation is and always will be putting up Christmas trees and any Christmas decorations. It is the 12th, and I don't even got the tree out.
My wife takes care of all of that. You don't have a tree out.
I don't even got the tree out. It's still in the garage.
Wow.
And my wife said maybe we ain't gonna put one. She don't really. We just don't.
We decorate the box.
It's just not. I know we got kids and the kids want it, but I'm like, I hate doing it.
You owe Christian a tree. You signed up.
I want to buy him one of them little $20 trees that you just put on a.
Sure, there's somebody you could listen. Yeah, there's a Christmas tree crackhead out there somewhere.
It's a Christmas tree crackhead. Hey, you gonna know what all the gifts up under it. He gonna take everything.
No, you bring it before you bring the gifts. You bring it before you bring the gifts while the family's not at the house. No, I understand. I'm not wild about Christmas trees. Speaking of crackhead, will Judge Mathis stop calling people crackheads?
No, that's where he gets his views from.
Yeah, but you got to do it.
Yeah,
we have no choice. I did ours, and I just set them out, and now I say kids because now I have the benefit of having several kids of age.
Right,
and y'all fight y'all mom because it starts off nice.
Yeah.
And I go upstairs and sit in the bedroom.
Now let me ask y'all something. Let me ask the audience of Religiously Incorrect something, because this is a serious question here. Is the back of y'all Christmas tree actually decorated?
Oh, ours isn't. Is there a Phillips decorated? We need to tag Fernando Phillips. Is there a Phillips tree decorated? You need to open up a new stream of income, Fernando. Phillips carrot tree is that? Do you?
Hey, the back of our Christmas tree
is buried in a mud, man. That mud be burnt. The back of the Christmas tree be a whole different color. Who does? Oh, Tatum. Oh, okay, Tatum is super decorator. Elder Carter says no. Evangelist Smith says no. Thank you. The Lord is with thee, Elder Smith. Pastor Tatum, you're doing too much.
All three.
You're doing too much. You can't even fit 3 trees in New York. You can't even. Don't they tax you for that? Oh, there's Shamika. All right, time to go. What's that color purple? Time to go. Shamika then popped into my show. I know it's time for
All
me.
3 Christmas. See, that's
I
why
can't
New
talk.
York New
We
York
have
people
3.
do too much.
We have 3.
You have 3 Christmas trees.
We have 1 in the den. We have 1 in the living room, a white one she can put up in the living room, and then London has 1 in her room.
London got her own Christmas tree.
Well, you know, she's a separatist. London is about to succeed from the union.
She about to divorce y'all.
London's about to take us to divorce court. She's through with all of it. Everybody has that one child.
Well, you know I got mine.
I know you got yours. Y'all have several civil wars. Bless them, Lord. There it is. It's in the corner. Why decorate? Exactly. That's a waste of bulbs. God has called us to fruit and full potential.
That's it.
And we should waste nothing.
That's it.
So why waste good bulbs and lights?
See, that's why Jesus cursed the fig tree.
On the darkness.
He cursed the fig tree because it had leaves with no fruit.
That's correct.
It had lights, trees with no lights. And I
Jeff, that was one of my first really, I thought I was so clever. That was one of my first sermon cliches. Christmas tree Christians.
Wow.
Christmas tree Christians. Dressed up, but cut off at the root. Now, I could probably dress that up a lot better now, but I would say it's at the end of the day, it's still a dead tree.
Yeah.
Okay, Elder Smith, you're being inappropriate now. You said use your balls somewhere else. This is a family-oriented show. This is a
I'm done. Sir, you are set down.
We are never getting picked up by we're never gonna get picked up by Disney at this rate. We're never gonna be on the Hallmark Channel at this rate. Okay. Yeah, you discriminate. Yeah, you know, some things need discriminated against. We need to you knew what you meant. Elder Smith's been on the road too long. So
you say Christmas tree Christians.
All dressed up but still dead.
Cosmetic Christians.
Cosmetic Christians.
Made up but not made over.
That's why you're better than me at this.
No.
You're better than me. You make it sound better.
Listen, if y'all was to take just a glance around this office, it's more plaques in here. It's more plaques and proclamations.
I got one for Nelson Mandela.
He got a proclamation from the King of Zamunda.
That one from Hitler.
I said he got one from McDowell's, not McDonald's.
Oh God.
Lord have mercy.
Abraham Lincoln. You know what? I thought to myself, all the pastors try to be humble and talk about how they take down their awards. I'm not taking down my awards.
Hey, you got them. Put them up.
I earn these suckers.
Put them up.
Plus, I would be offended if I gave somebody an award and then I say, well, what happened to that plaque? Oh, I put it in the drawer because I don't want it.
I got all my high school football plaques
in your office.
In my office.
Our buddy syndrome.
All my high school football, all my all city stuff, and
Shamika's trying to call. She about to call me on the phone and tell me to come home pretty soon. So okay. Here's my last. I was gonna say. Oh, here's my last thing about Christmas trees. I have a nighttime routine, and I'm gonna make another George and Me post.
Okay.
And my George and Me post, I always joke about how I become my dad. Now I have a routine. I go around the house and unplug all the lights around the house.
Oh yes.
What do we? I'll unplug them during the day if nobody's in the room. Who's looking at this?
I definitely turn them off. I ain't got it up
looking
yet,
at this. Who's looking at this? No,
I do it because it's unsafe. I ain't trying to catch fire in the middle of the night because the Christmas tree is on.
Jeff, I light illegal fires in my fireplace every day. I don't care about safety. It's all about my whole basement smells like ass right now. Put them on a timer. That's just more money. The timer is called me. I go down and turn down the heat so everybody can wake up cold in the morning. Okay. And I unplug the Christmas trees and make sure no unnecessary lights are on. But that's what we do. But the wife is right. Her honey is tired. It's been a long day. It's been a great day.
Absolutely.
It's been a long day. I got late papers to type. Pastor Tatum knows about that. I'm going to be begging for extensions. But, why are you taking us into Christmas? Why are you doing this? Listen, let me finish off with this. I'm talking to myself now because I'm tired.
Talk.
Elder Dooley made a statement that was so funny. because I like folk that can make church out of anything.
Mhm.
And when he said, "'Tis the season to be
Jolly. Yeah.
he said, "'Tis the season." And his hype man, I need that man's name. Julie, we need that man's name because I need somebody who was on my words like that. He said, "'Tis the season to be jolly." Jolly, hey, hey! I said, he's going to, I said, but jolly almost got me happy. I said, I'm about to get happy. I'm going to be jolly.
Be jolly.
I like that churchiness. I like it.
Jolly Jeffrey.
Take the wisdom of the world. Give it to the Lord. So y'all be jolly.
Be jolly the rest of this year.
To be jolly. Yeah, my discussion posts are due. They're gonna be due tomorrow, 11:59 p.m. So you just have to make it happen. They want 1,000 words. It ain't happening. But it's been a great day, Pastor Jeff. You want to leave us with some parting words since we ended up doing a whole show? Isn't that typical preacher?
You know it is.
We promised a short show.
We didn't cut it off 15 times.
I'm not gonna be before you long. We should have named this show. We should have named this. I'm not gonna be before you long. What are your parting words? What's your third close?
Be jolly. Be jolly all week. Be happy.
Be jolly.
You know, I don't care how much is under the tree. You know, a lot of people ain't got money this year. Hey, no, you know what? This is what I want to say about in closing. Pray for those who have gone through with these tornadoes.
Oh man, yes.
Please pray for these cities at Christmas time.
It's sickening,
you know, and we're complaining because we can't find a new Xbox or the new PlayStation and all that, and they don't have a house to go to. So seriously, if we don't leave with anything, leave with that.
Pray for Kentucky.
Pray for Kentucky.
Pray for Illinois.
Yes.
Pray for Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee. I think a piece of Mississippi and Alabama got hit. I checked on our people. Checked on Tony.
Yes.
Checked on Eddie, my buddy Eddie from the church that moved down to Beckham's that moved down to Kentucky. They got hit, but not hit.
Okay.
And so yeah, we're thinking about all of our good friends and all those places and people we don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can be human. You know, we're so polarized and divided. Just be human and be, compassionate. Even if you just say a prayer, and yeah, it does work. I know people get cynical about the prayer stuff, man. One day you're gonna want a prayer.
That's right. That's right.
About pray for me. So let's do that. I appreciate you just bringing the whole show down. Thank you for bringing the whole show down, Pastor.
I pray for you.
While Jeff sings, while the choir sings quietly in the background, we want to thank our final sponsor from the Phillips Care family of businesses. Phillips Care Training are the proud new owners. They're not new owners anymore. We need a new script. They're not new owners. Once you've been there for a year, you're not new anymore. They are the owners of High Street Fitness in Cortland. Say what now? Call them to hang your lights. They're fit. They can do it. If you're not fit enough to hang lights, you don't need to be running a training program. That's just my theory.
I saw him doing something on Facebook the other day.
What was he like? Jumping out of a plane with a bowling ball in his hand?
He had like one leg up and was I don't even know. All I know is it hurt it just watching him. Just watching it hurt. I said,
"What He's just doing weird."
Right.
Stuff.
I said, "Come on, dude.
Mike, stop making us all look bad." But check out Mike Phillips. It's too late for you. It's too late for Thanksgiving. It's too late for Christmas. We don't even believe in resolutions, but make one anyway, and get your body right with Phillips Care Training. Check him out on Facebook. Call Mike Phillips. He's a stud. He's like the only high school athlete who still looks like he could be a high school athlete.
Right, right.
He's the only one. So he must be good. So we appreciate y'all watching. As always, this 30-minute show has turned into an hour-long charade, and we apologize for this bad.
It was Big Mike adding all his
Big Mike adding his 2 cents in. But these are the best kind of shows, man.
It is. It's great.
These are the best kind of shows. The basement shows. Got my liquor down here. And just sipping on this red wine, Welch's red wine, And if you can't be jolly, spike you some eggnog. Mike, that makes y'all jolly, don't it? Don't spiked eggnog make y'all jolly? What makes you jolly, Mike? What makes you jolly?
Don't say it, Mike. Don't say it. Don't have the world knowing. Don't have the world knowing. Mary Marsh will go off on here. She'll cut this thing off.
Somebody remove Mother Marsh from this podcast. Hey, y'all have a great week and enjoy. It's been a blast. And honestly, I needed this just to kind of sit here and veg out, and share our goofiness like sleepy kids.
We're on our way to Raleigh's, y'all.
We're on our way to Raleigh's?
We're on our way to Raleigh's.
To Wendy's. Gin and juice. You sounded like a West Coaster. All right. Pastor Tatum, give Pastor Osborne our love. Hey, y'all, take care. We'll see you next week back in the studio. Peace out.